Hello, my beautiful kings and queens, and welcome back once again to the Wicked Exposed channel, where I'm your divine intuitive messenger, Empress J, here to deliver to you once again another intuitive message from Spirit. To those of you who are new here to the channel, welcome, welcome. Over here, we sugarcoat nothing when it comes to these intuitive messages. Why? Because Spirit wants you to get all the smoke when it comes to these wicked energies. And to my returning Soul Tribe members, welcome back once again as we kick our way through these wicked tarot streets. Out here on the table, my loves, we already have our two rows of energies. Our first row of energy consists of our current energy. Keep in mind, my love, these current energies may be past, present, or future, so you have to apply these energies in the time frame of which they resonate with you. Followed by these current energies, my love, are our next row of energies. That's going to clarify these current energies by thoughts of the mind or words that were spoken in a way that's going to pertain to these current energies. Keep in mind, my love, I've already prayed and meditated to Spirit over these energies. I've also welcomed in my lovely, holy, and spiritual angels, along with my lovely, holy, and spiritual ancestors that exceed Master Readery. So we're all tapped in and ready to deliver to you what Spirit wants you to know at this moment in time. So when it comes to these current energies, my love, out here on the table, we have here this woman, this feminine energy who's hurting about something that this masculine is doing. Something this masculine is doing keeps her crying and feeling depressed about it, right? And when it comes to him, he knows that he's the reason she's having this pain and sorrow. Because these two are this opposites attract, right? These two are this opposites attract. So what we have here is another opposites attract situation, where either this woman that's hurting about something this masculine is doing that keeps her crying and feeling depressed about it, or either this masculine who knows he's the reason she's having this pain and sorrow, right? One of these two gonna get these lessons, right? For being in this opposite attract energy with the other, right? Because this person is not your usual type. Because of these different spiritual beliefs that this person has when it comes to the energy that's opposites attract to them. So one of these two gonna get these lessons for intertwining the energy with the other, right? Because what's gonna come into play here? What's gonna come into play here is this reconciliation, right? What's gonna come into play here when it comes to this masculine and feminine is this reconciliation, right? Which this masculine gonna give this woman, right? This masculine will give this woman this reconciliation, right? Because she's wanting to have this harmony back with this man, right? She's wanting to have this harmony back with this man. The thing about it is, when it comes to this masculine who's done giving her this reconciliation, he's resolving issues with someone else, right? So whether this masculine here realize it or not, he's done giving this woman a reconciliation because she's wanting to have this harmony back with this man, right? He's resolving issues with someone else, right? He's resolving issues with someone else, even though he's getting back together with this woman. He's resolving issues with someone else, even though he's getting back together with this woman. So whether this masculine knows it or not, he's getting back together with two energies, right? He's getting back together with two energies. And one of these energies that he's getting back together with is the ex, right? One of these energies that he's getting back together with is the ex. It's either this woman he's done given this reconciliation to, or this ex in question, right? One of these two is the ex that he's getting back together with, who gonna have this masculine being unfaithful, right? Because he done got in a love triangle for getting back together with both of these two energies, right? So this ex in question, right? This ex in question remains to be known, right? This X in question remains to be known, right? Because that's the one when it comes to the bottom of the deck with these current energies. That's the one who is this toxic love, right? That's the one who is this toxic love, right? That's going to start some drama when it comes to this masculine, right? Because this energy has embodied the same addictions as this masculine has. This energy, who is this toxic love to him, has the same type of addictions going on that this masculine has, right? And so whoever this energy is, that's the toxic love when it comes to him, is the one that he's going to have this love-hate relationship with, right? Is the one he's going to have this love-hate relationship with. Because as we head down into the next level of energies, right? The reason why this woman is hurting about something this masculine is doing that keeps her crying and feeling depressed, right? That keeps her crying and feeling depressed is because she done caught this masculine. She done caught this masculine at this motel hotel. That's what she hurting about. She done caught this masculine at this hotel motel, right? That's what keeps her crying and feeling depressed, right? And I feel like whoever was at this motel with this masculine want this woman to be in the energy she's in. Want this woman to be in the energy she's in, hurting, crying, and feeling depressed about it, right? Because see, the energy that this masculine was at this hotel motel with was feeling this woman who is opposites attract. When it comes to this man, the energy that this masculine was at the hotel motel with was feeling the energy of this woman who's opposites attract to this man. And so this energy that was at the hotel motel with this masculine wants one of these two to get these lessons right, which I feel like is this woman that's hurting. The energy that he was at this motel hotel with wants one of these two to get these lessons. And I feel like it's this woman that this energy that was at the hotel motel with wants to get these lessons, right? Because this masculine that she was this masculine that this woman intertwined her energy with, I feel like he's the one that's not your usual type, right? He's the one that's not your usual type, right? Because this woman has different spiritual beliefs than this man, right? That's who I feel like is the one that's not your usual type, is this masculine, right? And that's how he got trapped, right? That's how he got trapped when it comes to this woman, right? Not being your usual type, right? Because she has different she has these different spiritual beliefs going on than this masculine does, and was trying to change him. She was either trying to change him into being something, into being this person that he's not. And whoever he was at this motel with could have feel like that's what this woman was trying to do, and that's the reason this energy wanted this woman to be in this pain and sorrow, because that's how this masculine got trapped from being with this woman who was not your usual type, because she had these different spiritual beliefs going on with her, and was trying to change this masculine, right, into being this person that he's not, right, and to being this person that he's not, right. So that's how this masculine got trapped, right. That's how he got trapped. Once he had given this woman this reconciliation, right. That's how he got trapped. That's how he got trapped and possibly in spiritual jail, right. That's how he got trapped and possibly in spiritual jail. Because see, this dog here is like he behind a cage, right? Like he's behind a cage. So that's how he got trapped and possibly in spiritual jail. Once he had given this woman this reconciliation, because they started back having this harmony, right? They had started back having this harmony between these two, right? thing about it is, he was resolving issues with someone else, right? He was resolving issues with someone else, right? So whether he, like I said, whether he realized it or not, he was getting back together with both of these two energies, right? And I feel like this woman here that he started back having this harmony with, she could be this woman, right, who was his caregiver, right? She could be the one who was his caregiver. Yeah, she could be the one who was his caregiver. I was looking at that. Yeah, she could be the one who was this masculine's caregiver. So apparently, this masculine, have some type of health. This masculine could have some type of health issues going on with him, where he has to, where he needs, care. See, he could be like a masculine that's like in a wheelchair, or he could have some type of health issues going on with him where he needs care. And so the woman he giving this reconciliation to, this could have been his caregiver. She could be like his caregiver that he, giving this reconciliation to and started back having this harmony with, right? Right? And so, like I said, he was getting back together with two energies, right? Because he was getting back together with two energies, because it says so on his card, resolving issues, right? Resolving issues while he was getting back together with this woman, right? So the person he was resolving, the person this masculine was resolving these issues with, is this male lover. Yep. The person he was resolving issues with is this male lover, right? Right? This male lover is the one that he was resolving issues with, right? So whether this woman that he was getting back together with, know that this masculine, was in this type of energy, likes men and women, remains to be known, right? So this male lover here is the one he was resolving issues with, right? So being that this male lover fall right under the X card, right? He could be the one who is the X when it comes to this masculine, right? That's gonna have him being unfaithful. He could be the one that she caught him. Yeah, he could be the one this male lover could be the one that she caught him at this hotel motel with. That's why that's what got her hurting. The fact that she caught him at a hotel with a man. And this what keeps her crying and feeling depressed, right? This male lover that he was dealing with, right? Who is more than likely this ex in question, right? They had this masculine being unfaithful, right? Right? Because he done got caught in a love triangle, right? He done got caught in a love triangle with this ex in question, right? With this ex in question, who was more than likely this male lover, right? Who was more likely this male lover, right? That found out, this masculine was dating this woman. Yeah, that's on the bottom of the deck when it comes to this second rule of energies, right? This male lover who found out this masculine was dating this woman, right? So this male lover more than likely is the one who had this masculine being unfaithful. And the reason why she's hurting about it is because, she caught this masculine. She caught this masculine at this hotel motel with this male lover, right? Who with this male lover who wanted her to feel this pain and sorrow, right? Who wanted her to feel this pain and sorrow about this masculine being at a hotel motel with his male lover, right? That's what keeps her crying and feeling depressed. The fact that she caught him, at this hotel motel with this male lover that he was resolving issues with. So we're gonna get ready to get into the tarot to get the cause of what has this woman hurting. What or who has this woman hurting? Because one of these masculines, like I said, one of these masculines, the one that she was opposites attract to, knows that he's the reason for this pain and sorrow because she done caught him at this motel with this man, and the male lover wanted her to feel this pain and sorrow because he was feeling like she was trying to change him into being someone who is not her usual type. So we can get ready to get into the tarot to see who is the reason, who got this, who is the cause, who is the cause of this woman hurting, crying, and feeling depressed, right? One of these is one of these two masculines, right? It's one of these two masculines, either the male lover or the masculine that giving her this reconciliation, right? Because when it comes to the tarot, right, I'll be using my Let It Be Known. I'll be using my Let It Be Known tarot deck, right? Because when it comes to the tarot, right, bottom of the deck we got hard to resist temptation, right? It's hard to resist temptation. It's referring to this masculine that was opposites attract to this woman, right? This woman, right, who's in the background, right? This woman who's in the background, because I see her energy in the background. This woman who's in the background, right? Behind the scenes, right? Behind the scenes was doing sex magic on this masculine, right? Was behind the scenes. She was the one that was behind the scenes doing sex magic on this masculine, right? Telling him things about her and what she could do for him on a sexual basis, right? That's how. So she's the reason he's in this hard to resist temptation energy, right? She's the reason he was in this. She's the reason he's in this hard to resist temptation energy, right? Because she was talking, she was talking this sex magic to this man. She was talking this sex magic to this man pertaining to her and what she could do for him on a sexual basis, right? Right? I feel like that what she was telling him, this masculine masturbated off of it, right? And so that's how he got under this sex magic spell of hers, right? Whatever she was telling him, he's sitting up there and then masturbated off of it. What she was telling him on a sexual basis about what she could do for him. And so the masculine sat there and masturbated off of it, right? So that's how he got under this sex magic spell of hers, right? And so, cause her motive, this woman that's hurting, right? Her motive, right? She could be a karmic feminine. I feel like, cause she was doing this spell work, so she a karmic feminine. Her motive, right? Her motive for doing this sex magic on this man, right? She wanted him to be in his heart to resist temptation when it came to her, right? When it came to her, right? Because what she was telling him had got him in his feelings, right? It got him in his feelings about her, right? But what's going to end up happening here? I feel like both of these two gonna get a backfire some type of way, right? Both of these two can get a backfire some type of way, right? Because this masculine, right? What's going to end up happening when it comes to this woman, right? She gonna start getting depressed, right? Yeah. She gonna start getting depressed, right? She gonna start getting depressed, right? Because the feelings that he was having for her on a sexual basis are gradually fading away, right? Because this masculine, right? When it comes to this hard to resist temptation energy that she got him in, right? That she was the reason he's in, right? This hard to resist temptation, right? Has him in an energy where it's hard to resist temptation, all types of ways, right? Where it has him in his energy that he's hard. It's hard for him to resist temptation all types of ways, right? And so that's what has her feeling the blues when it comes to him, because she wanted this hard to resist temptation all about her. That's why she was telling him, that's why she was putting this sex magic on him. But his backfire, I feel like gonna be, he gonna start gradually losing feelings for this woman, right? because he has this male lover in his energy, right? He has this male lover in his energy that's making it hard for him to resist temptation when it comes to him as well. So that's what's gonna make this masculine start having the blues, because he got both of these two, right? This woman, he got both of these two lovers, this woman and this man, right? He got both of these two lovers in his energy, right? That's the reason why he's having the blues, because he got both of these two lovers who are opposites attract with each other. She's a woman, he's a man. He got both of these two who are opposites attracted to each other in his energy, right? That's making it hard for him to resist temptation when it comes to both of these two, right? So we're going to get into the tarot. We're going to get into the tarot to get who is the cause of this woman hurting, crying, and feeling depressed. Because like I said, it's one of these two masculines. Either this male lover that he was at this hotel with, who wanted her to feel this pain and sorrow by catching him at the hotel with this man, or this masculine who knows he's the reason she's having this pain and sorrow because she done caught him at the hotel with this man, right? Because see, as I split the deck, right? Right? This masculine gonna reunite with both of these two. This masculine gonna reunite with both of these two, right? One of these two lovers he gonna reunite with, which is his masculine energy, right? One of these two lovers he gonna reunite with, which is his masculine lover, right? Who gonna be up in his head, right? Who gonna be up in his head when it comes to this man, right? Because he gonna get back together with this woman, right? One of these, this masculine gonna reunite with both of these two lovers, and one of these two gonna be up in their head, right? One of these two lovers gonna be up in their head, right? One of these two lovers that he gonna get back together with gonna be up in their head when it comes to this masculine, right? Because he gonna reunite. He supposed to reunite with one. He supposed to reunite with one and get back together with the other. He gonna reunite with one and get back together with the other. That's how both of these two lovers, ended up in his energy. So yeah. Get into the tarot and see what. Well, yeah, see, one of these lovers is this person that wants you all to themselves. Yep, one of these lovers is this person, is this energy who wants this masculine all to themselves. Yep. You can get ready to get into the tarot. Get who is the cause of this woman? Who is the cause of this woman hurting? Because it's one of these two masculines, right? It's a big deck too, y'all. Okay. Let's see what's going on here, collective. Alright, Holy Spirit. I need an energy card, please. When it comes to who is the cause of this woman hurting, crying, and feeling depressed. One of these two masculine. Okay, this one. Okay. So the reason this woman, right? The reason this woman is hurting about something, right? The reason this woman is hurting, right? The reason this woman is hurting, right? Because the reason this woman is hurting, right? Right? Because one of these two masculines, right? One of these two masculines, right? Either the masculine that's opposites attract to her, or this male lover, right? One of these two, oh man, let's see. One of these two, right? Okay, hold on. Okay, the reason she hurting, right? The reason she hurting, right? Cause she done got sick, right? She done got sick, right? One of these two masculines, right? One of these two masculines, right? See, both of these two masculines are toxic, right? Both of these two masculines are toxic, right? And one of these two masculines done got her sick, right? One of these two masculines done got her sick. So she up in her head about which one of these two done got her sick, right? Done got her sick, right? Because she feeling like, right, one of these two masculines, right, she in her head about which one of these two. Okay, like I said, both of these two masculines, right, are toxic, right? And one of these two masculines then got this woman sick, right? So she up in her head, right, about which one of these two masculines got these health problems. She up in her head about which one of these two masculines got these health problems, right? Because one of these two got this woman sick. That's why she hurting, right? That's why she hurting, right? That's why she hurting, right? Bottom of the deck, we got this person's, and she this comic, this person not gonna know this comic not gonna see this coming, right? That her secret's about to be exposed. This comic not gonna see this coming, that her secret's about to be exposed, right? Yeah. So one of these two, both of these two masculines are toxic, right? And one of these two masculines got her sick. So she up in her head about which one of these two got these health problems, right? Cause both of these two, right? Both of these two masculines, right? Both of these two masculines are toxic, right? Both of these two masculines are toxic, right? And so being that she was in this opposites attract situation with this masculine, right? Being that she was in this opposites attract situation with this masculine, right? Her and this masculine, right? Her and this masculine are toxic when it comes to one another, right? Her and this masculine are both toxic when it comes to one another, right? Because they were opposites attract to each other, right? And so one of these two, her or this masculine, right, gonna get these lessons, right? Gonna get these lessons, right? For this person that's not your usual type, right? Because whichever one of these two, either him or her, right? This person back is against the wall, right? This person back is against the wall. Either this woman or this man, right? Either this woman or this man, right? This is the one whose back is against the wall, right? This is the one whose back is against the wall, and I feel like it's this masculine, right? I feel like it's this masculine because he's the one that giving this woman. He's the one that giving this woman this reconciliation, right? Knowing that these two, had these different spiritual beliefs, and the whole time he And the whole time he was having this harmony with this woman, he was resolving these issues with this male lover, right? He was resolving these issues with this male lover, right? That he gonna be getting back together with, right? Cause see, um, he, he, because see, this masculine had broke up with both of these two, right? This masculine had broke up with both of these two, right? And so, this woman was the one who was up in her head about what was the reason, he had separated from her, right? She was feeling like it was another karmic. She was feeling like it was another karmic feminine energy, right? She was the one that was up in her head, right? She was the one that was up in her head as the reason why he had separated from her, because she was feeling like it was another karmic feminine energy, right? She was feeling like it was because of another karmic feminine energy, right? And the whole time, right? And the whole time, the ex was this male lover. And the whole time, this ex was a male, right? That was the reason, that was the reason he had separated, right, from her, right? So, okay, so he could have broke up with her and separated from this, from this male lover that she thought was another, that she was feeling like was another feminine energy. He could have been separated from this male lover that she was feeling like was a karmic feminine like she was, right? The whole time, the ex was this male lover, right? This male lover, right? So, this male lover who is more than likely the ex, right? Who is more likely the ex, right? That didn't know this masculine was being unfaithful to him, right? So, who didn't know that this masculine was being unfaithful to him, right? So, that's how this masculine got caught in a love triangle, right? Cause he had feelings for both of these two, right? He had feelings for both of these two, this woman and this male, right? But one of these two, right? One of these two, either this woman or this male, he don't know is crazy. He don't know it's crazy that he got these feelings for, right? And they're gonna be up in their head, right? They're gonna be up in their head about who else he got these feelings for, right? Because he wants whoever this male. I feel like this male lover wants this feminine energy to feel stupid once she get the feeling his energy on once he once she he no this male lover wants this common feminine to feel stupid once she start feeling his energy on him. See, cause both of these two, this woman and this male lover, got feelings for this masculine, right? And so and so and so she could be she 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 could be like this older woman, right? She could be like this older woman, right? Who is one of these who is this masculine's other lover, right? She could be like this older woman, right? Who got She could be like this older woman who was feeling like, these two were in the lover's energy, right? She could be like this older woman who was feeling like these two, her and this masculine. She could be this older woman who's feeling like these two was in the lover's energy, right? Till she caught this man, at this hotel, right? Till she caught this man at this hotel, right? And so till she caught this man at this hotel with this other masculine, right? And so that's how, him and her. And so that's how him and her start being toxic, right? Because both of these masculines had these health problems, right? And one of and that's how she, that's how she got sick. That's how she got sick. Because both of these two masculine had these health problems. That's how she got sick. And was up in her head about which one of these two, could have got her sick, right? Right? Because when it comes to this woman and this man who are opposites attract to each other, right? Once once both of these two, had got into this, once both of these two had got into, this toxic energy, right? Once both of these two, this man and this woman had got into this toxic energy, right? One of these two, felt like their back was against the wall, right? One of these two started feeling like their back is against the wall, and I feel like it was this masculine, right? That spirit was warning, spirit was warning this someone to stop. I feel like it was this masculine that spirit was warning this someone to stop, right? That's how he got trapped and possibly in spiritual jail. Right? That's how he got trapped and possibly in spiritual jail, because he had given this woman a reconciliation, right? He had given this woman this reconciliation, right? He had given this woman this reconciliation because she could have been upset that he had broke up with her, right? And she wanted to have this harmony back with him, and he knew he knowing that he was resolving issues with this male lover, right? Right? Who was upset with him as well because he had separated from him. So both of these two were like upset with this masculine, right? That's why he, was getting back together with both of these two, right? That's why he was getting back together with both of these two, right? All right? That's why he was getting back together with both of these two. And so one of these two, right, that he is separated from, which is more likely this caregiver, right? Which is more likely this caregiver, right? Which is more likely this caregiver, right? That was in this energy, right? She was upset with his masculine, right? Because she was upset with his masculine that he had broke up with her, right? And so the male lover could have been the one that told the male lover could have been the one that told this masculine, right? Be careful what you eat. Be careful what you eat and drink from this woman, right? Because she was upset that he had broke up with her, right? She was upset that he had broke up with her. And, the male lover was upset too, right? And was upset too that he had separated from him. He could have been the one, that told this masculine, being that she was his caregiver, be careful what you eat and drink from this woman, right? Because, she was feeling like, because she was feeling like the ex was the one that had him, had him in a love triangle, right? And wanted, and wanted one of these two, right? and wanted one of these two, right, to go crazy, right? And wanted one of these two to go crazy. And wanted one of these two to go crazy, right? Because she was up in her head and feeling stupid that, this masculine had feelings for both of these two. And so, this male lover, he could have started feeling crazy, right? He could have started feeling crazy, right? He could have started feeling crazy, right? Because this masculine was in a love triangle, right? He could have started feeling crazy, right? Or he could have started that, he could have started being in this energy of, feeling crazy over this masculine, right? And wanting him to be in a love triangle, and wanting him to be in a love triangle, and this woman to feel stupid that he had feelings for both of these two, right? This male, right? This male could have, start feeling crazy. Yeah, this male lover could have started feeling crazy. Could have been the one who started feeling crazy, right? Because he was up in his head. He was up in his head that this masculine, was in a love triangle, right? And this woman was feeling stupid that he was having feelings for both of these two, because he was in this love triangle, right? So the male lover could have, got crazy, right? This male lover could have got crazy, could have started doing something crazy. This male lover could have started doing something crazy, right, to this masculine, and told him to be careful what you eat and drink from this woman. It could have been him who was the one doing something to this masculine food and drink, and was telling him to be careful what you eat and drink, and had him feeling like, it was the caregiver, right? And had him feeling like it was the caregiver, right? Because this male lover was upset because, this woman, when it comes to this woman, you got something they want, right? You got something they want, right? That's why this older woman, that's why this older woman was feeling like her and this masculine, were in the lover's energy, right? Till she called him at this hotel, right? Because this male that he, so she was the one, right? She could have been the one. She could have been the one who is this person that's a manipulator when it comes to, this masculine having these two lovers, right? She could have been the one of these two, this masculine or this woman, was the one who was the manipulator. It could have been more likely this masculine, right? When it comes to this person who is the manipulator, it was one of these two. It was either this male lover or this older woman, right? Because he had both of these two as lovers, right? One of these two lovers was this person who was a manipulator. It was more likely, right? Being that it's falling, it was either this older woman or this masculine who was this person that was the manipulator. I feel like it was this masculine, right? Because he was upset this masculine that he was I feel like it was this masculine that he was at this hotel motel with, because he was upset that this masculine had these two lovers, and one of them was this older woman who could start having these health problems because both of these two masculines were toxic, and one of them wanted to get this woman sick, right? 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 And so, how this masculine got trapped, right? And possibly in spiritual jail, because spirit was wanting this someone to stop, right? Because this masculine, started feeling like, right? This masculine started feeling like this male lover, right, was this person that was a troublemaker, right? This masculine started feeling like this male lover that he was dealing with, right, is this person that was a troublemaker, right? That's how he got both of these two, this older woman, and him, toxic, right? And so I feel like it was this masculine who feel like his back is against the wall, right? Because he was starting to feel like this male lover that he was dealing with, and this person that's a troublemaker, right? Right? And so, yeah, this male lover was the one, right? This male lover was the one who told this masculine, be careful what you, I feel like it was this male lover who told this masculine, be careful what you eat and drink from this caregiver, right? This caregiver who not gonna know, right? Who not gonna know that, this person who not gonna know that this male lover can't stop these addictions that he had with this man, right? That's why he told him, be careful what you eat and drink from this caregiver. The whole time I feel like it was him that was the one putting something in his masculine's food and drink, because he can't stop these addictions that he had with this man, right? And so this masculine, right, no felt like both of these two was upset, right? This masculine, that giving this woman this reconciliation, felt like both of these two was upset with him, right? That's why he was getting back together with both of these two, right? Because he had broke up with this woman and separated from this male lover, right? Right? And so the truth gonna come out, right? And so the truth gonna come out when it comes to this male. So the truth gonna come out. The truth gonna come out when it comes to this male, right? The truth gonna come out when it comes to this male lover, right? Because both of these two are toxic. The truth gonna get revealed when it comes to this male lover. Because him and this masculine, right? Him and this masculine are toxic. And when it comes to this woman who is his caregiver, you got something they want. So the truth about to be revealed from this male. The truth about to be revealed from this male, right? That him and this male lover of his are toxic, right? And got him got him feeling all crazy, because he up in his head, right? He up in his head when it comes to this woman, because you got something that he want, right? Which is his male lover, right? And got him up in his head feeling all crazy, right? And want this woman, right? And want this woman that he also has feelings for, to start feeling stupid, because he got feelings for both of these two, right? So bottom of the deck, she not gonna, this karmic feminine not gonna see it coming, right? This karmic feminine not gonna see it coming, that these secrets are about to be exposed about this masculine having her and him and his male lover as lovers. This woman not gonna see this coming, that these secrets about to be exposed to her about this masculine having her and this male as lovers, right? Alright. So, because as this concludes, what caused this situation to occur, we're going to pull 4 energy cards to see, to get what affected these energies, right? Before I shuffled the deck, right, I should have showed y'all the energy card, right? I was wanting to show y'all on the bottom of the deck what that energy card was, but I done shuffled the cards now. So as that conclude what caused this situation to occur, okay, we can get ready to pull 4 energy cards to get what affected these energies when it comes to this situation, right? So one of these two lovers is this person, right? That's the manipulator. Either this older woman or this male lover, right? That's gonna that's gonna give this masculine signs of love, right? Have him feeling like these are signs of love, right? The card came out kind of sideways, which indicates to me that it wasn't all about love when it came to this person. They was just, trying to make this masculine feel like these were signs of love, and it really wasn't, right? The person that was the manipulator, and more than like, and then this card fell right under the hotel motels, right? So more than likely it was this masculine, right? That start showing signs of love, right? Start showing signs of love, and it really wasn't, right? Once he got this masculine at his hotel motel, he just wanted this. His motive for showing him signs of love, because he wanted this older woman, right? He wanted this older woman to be crying and feeling depressed. He wanted this older woman to be crying and feeling depressed about it. The fact that she didn't call him at a hotel with this man. Bottom of the deck, we got missing and thinking of you, right? Missing and thinking of you, right? Cause see how this masculine got trapped, right? How this masculine got trapped and possibly in spiritual jail, because spirit was wanting someone to stop, right? And so this masculine started feeling like this male was a troublemaker, right? This male was a troublemaker, right? He started feeling like this male was a troublemaker, was a trouble starter, right? But he had got him in his energy, right? He had got him in his energy of having all these romance feelings for him. The spirit would want him to start dealing with him, but he had, because he felt like he started feeling like this male lover was a troublemaker. But he being that he was a manipulator, he had got this masculine start having these romance feelings for him, right? And so this caregiver, right? This caregiver, gonna feel like this caregiver gonna start being this person, right? This caregiver, what's gonna end up happening with her? She gonna get in this energy, right? She gonna get in the energy of being this person that can't stop having this addiction, right? She gonna get in this energy of being this person that can't stop having this addiction when it comes to this man, right? So when it comes to this man who gonna start getting her anxiety and worry, right? Anxiety and worry, right? Who gonna start getting her anxiety and worry, right? So so the truth gonna come out that she was the one. Okay, so she was the one that was putting something in this masculine's food and drink. So this male was telling the truth when he told this man to be careful what you eat and drink from this woman. So this male was telling the truth when it comes to this woman, right? Because he had broke up with her, and she started having anxiety and worry about it, because she got these addictions, it came to this masculine, right? Okay, when it came to this masculine, right? So he could have because she wanted to she wanted to have a family with him. She wanted to have a family with him, right? She wanted to have a family with him. She wanted to start having a family with him. That's why he gave her this reconciliation, right? Because she wanted to start having a family with him, right? But this male lover, that this male lover gonna reveal the truth. She want to have a family with him till this. She want to have a family with him till this male lover gonna reveal the truth about these two, him and him, being in this toxic energy. Cause you got something they want, right? When it comes to this male wanting him, you got something they want, and so he wanted both of these two to feel crazy, right? He wanted both of these two, this woman and him, to start feeling crazy, right? He wanted both of these two to be like, he wanted both of these two to be like, be feeling all crazy, right? And up in their head, right? He wanted both of these two, him and this woman, to start feeling all crazy and up in their head, right? Cause he had both of these two, feeling stupid that he had these feelings, right? For both of these two, he had both of these two, this man and this woman, feeling. He had both of these two, this man and this woman, acting all crazy and feeling stupid that he had, these feelings for both of these two. So we're gonna pull some energy blocks to see what these energies create for themselves when it comes to this situation. We're gonna pull some energy blocks to see what these energies create for themselves, right, when it comes to this situation. Alright, so when it comes to what blockages these energies created for themselves when it comes to this situation, right? So the one that I feel like, between these two lovers, right? The one I feel like was this person that was the manipulator, was this masculine that he was at this hotel motel with, right? Because, he started showing these signs of love, right? He started showing these signs of love. He started showing him these signs of love once he got him at this hotel, right? And made a wish, right? And had made a wish. Right? That these signs of love, right? And made a wish that these signs of love, right, would mean something to this man, right? So this masculine was this person that was the one that was the manipulator. And so once he got this masculine in these romance feelings, right, he started, that's how this masculine right. Once he got this masculine in his romance feelings, right, that's how that's how his masculine started. That's how this masculine started being, this toxic. That's how this masculine started being this toxic energy, right? Because he was feeling like, that's how this masculine got in this toxic energy, because he was feeling like, this masculine was this person that was a troublemaker, right? But being that this masculine was doing, doing a little spell work on him to get him in these romance feelings, right? That's how he got trapped. And Spirit was warning him to stop, right? That's how his back got against the wall, right? Because he was dealing with this woman that was opposites attracted to him, right? And so she gonna get these lessons, because she was knowing that, because she was knowing that this person is not your usual type, right? She gonna get these lessons for knowing that this masculine is the one that's not your usual type, right? Well, right. Because she was the one who had these different spiritual beliefs, right? When it came to, her and this man, right? So that was what gave her anxiety and worry, right? Because she knows she needed to heal, right? She knew she needed to heal from this man, right? But being that she had these addictions, right? Being that she had these addictions when it came to his energy, right? When it came to his energy, right? She started putting stuff in his food and drink, right? So she could have this harmony back, right? Because he had broke up with both of these two, this man and this woman, right? And and one of these two wanted him to stay separated from the other, which was her. That's why she was putting little stuff in his food and drink. So she was this toxic energy as well when it came to this man, right? Right? And so, this gonna be a lost opportunity for this woman, right? This gonna be a lost opportunity for this woman wanting a family with this man, right? It's gonna be a lost opportunity, right? For this, this gonna be a lost opportunity for this woman to have a family with this man, right? But once this male lover reveal the truth, right? Reveal the truth, right? About him having this love for both of these two, once this male lover reveal the truth to her about this man having these feelings for both of these two, that's how this gonna be, a lost opportunity for her to have his family with this man, because this male lover gonna reveal the truth that he had both of these two toxic. He had both of these two, this man and this woman, he had both of these two toxic. When it came to dealing with him, right? Because this male lover didn't want this man to have, no love for this woman and have a family with this woman, right? He wanted both of these two to look crazy, feel crazy, and he wanted both of these two to be looking crazy and feeling stupid that he had, feelings for both of these two, right? So we're gonna pull some zodiac signs, right? Cause see, we're gonna put some zodiac signs to get this this woman that's hurting energy, and then to get this male that giving her this reconciliation, and to get this male lover that he was dealing with, right? Cause see, bottom of the deck we got this masculine could have been, in Libra energy trying to balance out something with this woman and this man, right? We're trying to balance out something, right? Alright. Let's see. The reason why she hurting, because she gonna get upset, right? She gonna get upset. She gonna be in Leo age, and she gonna get upset about the fact that one of these two males was having these health problems. She gonna get upset. This older woman was in her feelings, right? This older woman was in her feelings that both of these two were in the lover's energy, right? Yeah, this woman, she can get in her feelings, Cancer energy, she can get in her feelings once she catches masculine at this hotel, because she was feeling like her and this man was, in, lover's energy, right? But this, this masculine, this male lover, right? He was this person that was the manipulator, cause he wanted this woman to be in her feelings, right? Once she caught, he wanted this woman to be in her feelings, right? He wanted this woman to be in her feelings, right? Cause he could be this, he could be this Pisces. He wanted her to be in her feelings once she caught this masculine at this hotel, right? He could be this Pisces. He could be this Pisces, right? They wanted this masculine, right? They wanted this masculine, right? Who was opposite attract this woman who could have been this Taurus. He wanted this masculine back to be against the wall. Because Spirit was wanting this masculine to stop, That's how he got trapped. Thinking he could still, have both of these two as lovers, right? Right? That's what made this male lover, start doing this spell work on him. So they have him in, they have him feeling like these were romance feelings, right? I don't feel like these were romance feelings, right? But this male lover started getting upset, right? He started getting upset. And he was a troublemaker. Started getting upset, and he was a troublemaker, right? He started getting upset, right? Started getting upset about the fact that he had, these romance feelings for him and this woman, right? Who knew this woman who was an anxiety worry because she knew she needed to heal from, she knew she needed to heal from this man. But these addictions, these addictions, the addictions that she had, these addictions that she had for this male, right? Had her endeavor energy, putting things in his food and drink, right? Putting things in his food and drink, because she wanted him to be separated. She wanted him to still be separated from this male lover, right? She wanted him to still be separated from this male lover. And once he had given her this reconciliation, right? Once he had given her this reconciliation, right? Once he given her this reconciliation, right? Right, but once he had given her this reconciliation, right? And so, he could have been in Scorpio energy during the time that he had separated from both of these two. He could have been in Scorpio energy. Right? Yeah. He could have been in Scorpio energy during the time he had separated from both of these two, right? Being cold towards both of these two, right? Because, he was thinking, right? He was thinking that, her wanting a family, he was thinking that her wanting a family was gonna cause, him, right? Was gonna cause him to lose the love that he had for this male, right? He feeling like her wanting a family was gonna cause him to, lose the love that he had for this male. Now, he could have been in Scorpio energy during the time he had separated from both of these two, right? But then he got that feeling like this woman, right, wanted him to lose the love for this male, right? He could have, he started feeling like this woman wanted him to lose the love for this male, right? Because she was thinking, she was thinking that, being that she was thinking that if she could get him to lose the love for him, right, she could have this family with this man until, this male revealed the truth. Until this male lover revealed the truth to her that he, had these feelings for both of these two. Because this male lover wanted both of these two to be, acting crazy over this man, right? And opening their head and feeling stupid about the fact that he had both of these two. He had feelings for both of these two, right? So that concludes this message collective. That concludes the end of this message. We're going to close it out with what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to this situation. We're going to close it out with what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to this situation. I'm close it out. What Spirit wants you to know with this situation. Let's see, one energy card, please. Holy Spirit. Let's see, one energy card. Right? So, Spirit wants, when it comes to this situation, Spirit said take a chance, right? Spirit said take a chance. Yeah, just take a chance. Just take a chance, right? Could refer to this masculine, right? Could be referring to this masculine to take a chance, right? Take a chance at love if you want a family, if you want want to start a family with this woman. This could be referring to this masculine to take a chance at love if you wanting to have a family. It don't have to be necessarily with this woman, but this could be referring to this masculine to take a chance at love if you are wanting to have a family. Since this male lover done revealed the truth, right? Since this male lover done revealed the truth, to this other woman about, since he done revealed the truth to this woman, right? Since the truth done came out, right? Since the truth done came out that, what she was doing, right? With both of these two, to take a chance, right? To take a chance at love, right? And clean your energy. Clean your energy, right? Clean your energy from clean your energy, right? When it comes to this male lover and this other woman. And clean your energy up. Right? Clean your energy. And take a chance if you want love and to have a family. Right? And to take a chance at love if you're wanting to have a family one day. One day. One day. Clean your energy and take a chance, right? Since the truth that came out about, you dealing with this woman and this man, right? Clean your energy, right? Clean your energy. So, so that one day, right? So that one day, right? If you wanting to have, a family, take a chance at love, take a chance at love once you heal. Once you heal. Once you heal, take a chance at love if you wanting to have a family, right? Take a chance. Once you heal, if you wanting to have a family, take a chance, take a chance at love to have a family. Right? So that was your reading, my loves. And if this message resonated with you, I was glad to be the vessel used from Spirit to give you the confirmation that was needed to start your healing journey. And by all means, my love, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Come by with the Empress J Tribe. I would love to have you as another returning Soul Tribe member. Hype the video if you love what I do. And until we meet again, my loves, on this lovely Wicked Tarot Streets, my beautiful kings and queens, stay blessed and take care.